Okay, totally not starting over from the beginning because I forgot to show, because I accidentally showed my Steam friends list for like the 50th time. Clockwork Knight, this is going to be good support for a Cyber Dragon deck. Still doesn't make Cyber Dragon even close to meta. Still probably sits in the playable tier. The fact that this lets you cycle out for one of your smaller machine monsters, or lets you cycle out one of your continuous spells, like the Cyber Dark spell, if you're running the Cyber Dark engine with your Cyber Dragons into Clockwork Knight to just contact fuse your opponent's board. All that's good stuff. Already had Veritas. The new Materia Actor card. I don't know enough about these guys to really speak on them yet. This is kind of cool. The fact that it can search for a spell or trap or special summon a Materia Actor monster is nice. The fact that if your opponent normal or specials, except during the damage step, you can add up to 2 materials from this card, including a Materia Actor card, to your hands pretty great. And the fact that if there's a normal monster in the graveyard, you return one card on the field to the hand and it doesn't target is also great. The new Crystron stuff, I have like negative interest in this. Um, if it's synchro, you can target monsters your opponent controls or in your graveyard up to the materials used to the synchro summon and banish them. That's sweet, I guess. I mean, that seems like a good effect. I don't really think the deck is going to see a lot of play. If it's synchro summon to destroy a battle a card effect, target a banished monster except this card, special summon it. I think we already had him. I think this is the new one. All monsters your opponent control lose 500 attack and defense. You can only use the effect once per turn. It's a hard once per turn. If it's synchro summon, you can add a Christian card from your graveyard or banishment to your hand. Neat. If it's Singer summon cards destroy battle card effect, you can special summon a Christian monster from your graveyard management. So it's like an extender. Um Alpha System, Dogmatic Calamity. I like this card. I think it's really cool. I don't think we're gonna see it played very often at all in Master Duel. Um Fallen Albaz plus 6 monsters in your graveyard with different names must first also be special summoned. Can attack all your opponent's monsters one each. Can't declare an attack unless you send a card from your extra deck to the graveyard. And then once per turn, if you control this fusion summon card and have 6 or more fusion monsters in your graveyard with different names that mention Fallen Valbaz, you can send all cards in each player's extra deck to the graveyard. So you can dump your opponent's extra deck, which is cool, but then it can't attack either. So it's just like, eh? I mean, I don't see much of a point to this. I know that there's probably some strategies around this that are going to be good. I just feel like you have to commit too many resources to this and it's going to be too slow. Our first Mistiva, Soci, Rige, Happy Pride Month, Mistiva. During your main phase, you can add one non-pendulum Rige card from your deck to your hand, then destroy this card. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. And then its monster effect must be special summoned by its own effect. You can only special summon it once per turn. If a monster in the field is destroyed by a battle or card effect, and this is in your extra deck, which is cool because it means after you use the other effect and it's already put itself in the extra, you can contribute a level 10 I'm just going Regi monster, and if you do special summon this card, it's treated as a ritual summon. Neat. Then you activate the effect, destroy up to 2 cards you control, and if you do, place that many Regi continue spells from your deck face up on the field. I know that Mistiva is actually decent, and it seems some like play in the TCG recently. I actually think it just got an event top, so it'll be cool to see what this does on Master Duel. Mimigul. So Mimigul, I have no idea if this is going to be meta or not in Master Duel. I don't think it is, but I'm definitely going to play it because it's fun, and I hope we pull a lot from this pack when we do our pulls in a couple minutes. Mimigul Master, he's kind of like I feel like he's going to be a one of in the deck. Some people might run two, but cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect when your opponent controls any face down monsters or you control a Mimigul monster other than Mimigul Master. You can use each of the following effects of Mimigul Master once per turn. If it's normal or special summon, you can add a Mimigul monster from your deck to your hand. So he searches, which is pretty sweet, except for Mimigul Master. During your opponent's main phase, you can change one face down monster on the field to face up attack or defense position. That's going to be a valuable effect for this deck. Um, The new Kriston Tri-Star says this is good. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can special summon a Kriston monster from your deck, except him. Then immediately synchro summon one machine synchro monster using monster control. Okay, that's actually pretty good for the deck. You can banish this card from your graveyard, destroy one synchro monster you control, and if you do, special summon two Kriston monsters from your deck, and you can't special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except machine monsters. You can only use each effect of Kriston Tristarnos once per turn. That's neat. So this is the Mimigul Maker. This is probably one of the best cards for Mimigul. You definitely want to have a 3 of this. It's reveal 2 flip monsters with different names in your deck. Your opponent picks one for you to special summon to their field, and you add the other to your hand. So you do like Dragon and Archfiend most of the time. Then you can special summon a Mimigul monster from your hand. If your opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target a face down monster your opponent controls, change the face of attack or defense. You only use one Mimigul Maker effect per turn, only once this turn. This card is awesome. Region Rising. So this is interesting. Add a one Ryuji monster from your deck to your hand, except oh, sorry, add one from your deck to hand. Then you can add one Pendulum monster from your hand to your face-up extra deck. So you can make the effect of that Mistava that we saw earlier live. During your main phase, if you control a Ryuji Pendulum monster, you can banish this card, add a Ryuji monster from your graveyard, special summon one Ryuji monster with the same original type as the banished monster from your deck. You can only use one Ryuji Rising effect per turn, only once this turn. I like that a lot. I think it's actually decent. I don't know enough about the deck to really know. I'm gonna have to play test a lot before I make the tier list. During your main phase, Materia Reactor Meltdown. During your main phase, you can excavate top 6 cards to your deck. All right, love this card already. If you do, add one excavated Materia Reactor card to your hand. Place the rest on the top of your deck in any order. All right, love this card. Then you can add one card attached to a rank 3 XYZ monster you control to the hand. I felt my brain stop working there for a moment. You only use the effect once per turn. If your XYZ monster activates this effect, you can attach the top card of your deck to a Materia Reactor monster you control. Kriston Inclusion. When this card is activated, add a Kriston card from your deck to your hand, except Inclusion. Alright. Alright, Kriston's getting some good support in this pack. The first time each Kriston monster you control be destroyed by battle, its turn, it's not destroyed. Meh. You can manage this card from your graveyard, target a Kriston monster your graveyard, special summon. Okay, so this is a tutor. It's an extender. Awesome. You can only use this effect of Kriston Inclusion once per turn. You only activate one Kriston Inclusion per turn. I feel like this is a great card for the deck. Materia Reactor Gigaboros. 2+ level 3 monsters. Gains 300 attack defense for each card in your hand. Sorry, 500 attack defense. Neat. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. You can detach one material from this card. Add a Materia Reactor monster from your deck to this card as material. Add a Materia Reactor. So detach one, put a different one. During your opponent's main or battle phase, you can add one card attached to this card to the hand. That is weird. Giant Mimigul. You always want to run at least one of this guy. I might run 2. It depends on how tight the extra deck is going to be. I think I'm going to run the Pearly variant of Mimigul, because why not? Non-XYZ Mimigul monsters can attack directly while your opponent controls a face-down monster. That's sick. You can only use each effect of Giant Mimigul once per turn. If it's XYZ summoned, you can add a Mimigul card from your deck to your hand. Awesome. You can detach one material from this card, target face-up cards on the field. Up to the number of face-down monsters your opponent controls, destroy them, and if you do, inflict 1,000 to your opponent for each card destroyed. Awesome. Mimigul Throne. Probably another one of or two of. 2 level 1 Mimigul monsters. Detach one material from this card. Special summon a Mimigul Master from your deck, hand, or graveyard, which that's pretty sick. During the main phase, and it's either player's main phase, it's quick effect. You can target one Mimigul Master you control, equip this card as an equip spell that gives it 1,000 attack. Then you can return cards from the field to the hand up to the number of materials this card had. So it doesn't target, and you're probably going to get at least one You only use one Mimical Thrown effect per turn only once this turn. That's that's pretty good. Like, that's sick. I think Phoenix we already had. Synchro Summon, banish all spells and traps your opponent controls in their graveyard. Synchro Summon, destroy battle card fact, target another monster in your graveyard. Special it. Meh. Citri, is this any good? Your opponent's main battle phase, no. Okay, it just has the effect to do the synchro during your opponent's turn, pretty much. Softener, let you special summon it out, then destroy one card you control. Interesting. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, special summon a Crystal monster. So you can destroy itself. And then get the effect to special summon another Krishan in defense. That's sick. Mask is that's pretty much the same. So what do the main materia actors do? Discard a card, special summon one level 3 normal monster from your hand or deck. If you discarded a normal monster, you can special summon a materia actor monster instead. That's neat. You only use this effect once per turn. Can't special summon extra XYZ monsters. That's kind of cool. Mimical Dragon. So these guys are meant to be like mimics in a dungeon, so they're all like coming out of chests. And when they're flipped face down, that's like their chest form, and then when you flip them up, it's like their mimic form. I think that concept's neato. Gosh, I just said neato. How old am I? Too old. That's the answer. So if it's the main phase, apply these effects in sequence. Destroy all face-up monsters you control, except Mimigool monsters, so you can wipe your opponent's board, basically. And then you give control of this card to your opponent, so you get it after its effect resolves. During your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field and face down. They pretty much all do that, I believe. If this card's normal or special summoned, you can add one Mimigool spell or trap from your deck to your hand, so it can also search, which is nice if you need to summon it to search. You can only use each effect to Mimigool Dragon once per turn. Next, we have Archfiend. Archfiend's definitely at least a 2 of. So if it's the main phase, apply these effects in sequence. So one, your opponent draws one card. Since you're going to give this to your opponent, means you're going to draw one card, which is sick. And then send one card from your hand to the graveyard, so next your opponent by 1, which is also sick. And then give control of this to your opponent, so you get the monster. So during your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field and face down defense. If it's normal or special, you can change one monster on the field to face up attack or defense. So all very good effects. There is Kura Ridge Kavia. I remember these guys now. These are like the new kaijus. They're fun. Shovel it from your hand to your deck. Add a Realm Dino. Domain from your deck to your hand. And their dinos. Neat. During the main phase, if 2 or more cards were destroyed this turn, you can special summon this card from your hand. Also neat. You can place one Dino domains. You control the bottom of your deck, target other cards in the field of the number of different monster types, and destroy them. Also neat. So that one's Dinosaur. This one's Sea Serpent. Discard. Add a Sea Spires. Okay, so it adds the different like fields and stuff to our monsters sent from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon this card. Neat. Place one Sea Spires in the bottom of your deck. Banish your opponent's entire hand. Excuse me? Then they draw the same number of cards. So if you draw your opponent and activate this, they just don't draw. That's a little cheesy. Banish this card from your hand. Add a Worm Wind. So it's another like field spell of some sort, I'm guessing. If a monster is banished face up, this card... If a monster is banished face up, this card is already banished, and there are now at least 2 other banished monsters. You can special summon this banished card. What the fuck did I just read? That's nutty. Place 1, Worm Wins, bottom of your deck, you banishment, da-da-da, same thing. So, Mimigool Slime, this is a 1 of. If it's the main phase, apply these in sequence. So your opponent can special summon a Mimigool monster from their deck to their field. So you basically get to special, and then it goes to your opponent. During your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field face down defense. Or if your opponent controls more monsters than you can special it face up to your field. You can only use each effect Mimigool Slime once per turn. Yeah, neato, burrito. Another Krishan card. It's basically just another extender. Oop, where do we leave off? It's going to be interesting. If it's normal or special, you set up to Krishan. different names for your deck to the graveyard. It's an extender. Um, another Ryu. So we're not getting the other Mistava cards yet, I don't think. We're just getting mainly the Ryuge. Happy Pride Month. Um, cannot pendulum summon except Ryuji monsters. Can't be negated. Oh, it's an 11 scale. That's sick. You can negate your opponent's cards or effects that are activated in response of Ryu's spell, card, effect, and destroy that card. What? Okay. That's sick. I don't think this deck is going to be meta. That's sick. You can tribute one Ryuji monster from your hand or field, except this card, basically. Special summon this card from your hand. Also sick. If it's special summon, target one card in the field, destroy it. If this card is destroyed, place one Ryuji continuous spell trap from your deck. Graveyard banishment face up on your field. You only use each effect of this card once per turn. Okay. It's a hard once per turn. Materia Reactor Annulus. Annulus? Happy Pride Month. Detach one material from a monster you control. Then, if the detached monster was sent to the graveyard, set that card. You can only activate one Materia Reactor Annulus. Annulus. Oh my god. Once per turn. Soul and Luna. Oh yeah, this is interesting. This is an older card. I thought about playing this at one point. I don't think anyone's actually going to run this. Target monster you control, monster your opponent controls, depending on its battle position. Face up, change to face down. Face down, change to face up. It can only activate one Soul Loom per turn. Meh. Mythical Dungeon. Dungeon is amazing. I can't believe this card is the SR instead of a UR. But thank you, Konami. I also like the little rat just chilling out of the skull on this, on the card art. Mimical monsters you control that were not normal or special summoned this turn gain attack equal to the original defense. Good. Any player who controls a face down monster cannot normal summon monsters or declare an attack with monsters that were special summoned this turn. Floodgate. Good. During your main phase, add one mimical monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Good. You can only use this effect to Mimical Dungeon once per turn. EG Warzone. Activate a dinosaur, sea serpent, or worm monster in your deck. Add one to your hand. Banish. Whoa. So take one dinosaur, one sea serpent, and one worm monster. Not just one. Okay, not just one. One of each. Add one to your hand. Banish one, and send one to the graveyard. So you banish the green one. Okay. Also, you cannot special summon for this turn except dragon, dinosaur, sea serpent, or worm monsters. If you have Sosei, Ryuji, Mistava in your extra deck face up, you can special summon 3 Ryuji monsters with different types from your deck, graveyard, and banishment. You can only use each effect to Ryuji Warzone once per turn. What the fuck am I reading? Materia Reactor critical. When a spell trap or monster effect is activated, add one of your materials from a Materia Reactor XYZ you control to your hand. And if you do, that's a this is the weirdest requirements. Negate the activation and apply the effect based on the card added monster. Place one card from your hand at the bottom of the deck. Spell, Materia Reactor monsters gain 1,000 attack. Trap, you can set that added card. What the fuck? Okay, Agape Dragon, Excel Synchron, Menju, Scrap Recycler, Pathfinder, Spirit. These are all old cards. Quan, Rezex, Flag. Cataclysmic Circumpolar Chilbelina. If a face of water monster you control is destroyed by battle or opponent's card effect, special summon and send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Alright, go off. Reverse Jar, change many other monsters in the field face down defense position, then return as many face-up spells and traps in the field to the hand. Then each player can set spell traps up to the number returned. No one gonna run that. Nobody got time for that. Cerberus, most people don't even run Cerberus, I've seen. So if it's the main phase, banish the top 3 cards of your deck, then special summon one of your banished monsters to your opponent's field in defense. So if they're doing it to me, they would banish the top 3 of their deck, then special summon one, and then I'd get control of it. This just seems so like it seems like a win more card. It doesn't really seem very necessary. During your main phase, special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field and face down defense position. You can only use each effect of Mimical Cerberus once per turn. Your opponent cannot target face-up spells you control with card effects. Okay, that's kind of neat. You can protect the field spell. Fairy. So Fairy is going to be more important during Rizal. I think right now it's a one, maybe two of. Flip, if it's the main phase, activate these in sequence. This turn, you cannot activate the effects of monsters special summoned from your hand. So it's going to hurt Rizal when that happens. And then give control of this card to your opponent. During your main phase, special summon this face down to your opponent's field, or if you control a Mimical monster, special summon face up to your field. You can only affect Mimical Fairy once per turn. Um, that's okay. Materia Reactor Zeptwing. Another Materia Reactor card. If you control a Materia Reactor card, you can special summon this card from your hand if it's normal or special summoned, or flip face up. You can add one Materia Reactor card from your deck to your hand, except Materia Reactor Zeptwing. Then you can either add to your hand or special summon one level 3 alone normal monster from your graveyard. You can only use each effect Zeptwing once per turn. These guys seem cool, but kind of slow. Machine Assembly Line. Oh, that's an old card. Magnet Reverse. That's an old card. Downbeat, that's an old card. Clockwork Knight, old card. Beta Evolution Pill, what? Two monster hand and field, including dinosaur, special summon level 5 or higher dinosaur monster deck or extra deck? Okay, go off, Queen. Ryujin Realm, Dino Domains. Oh, it's a continuous, neato. So it's continuous, not another field spell. So you can keep the boss field spell and use this. You can only control one Dino Domains. Ryujin monsters gain 300 attack. Ryuji Pendulum monsters, level 10 or higher monsters, whose original type is dinosaur, gain this effect. Once per turn, when an effect monster on the field with less attack than this card is activated, quick effect, you can place a Ryuji continuous spell you control on the bottom of the deck to negate the activation. Dude, that's sick. Ceasefire. So once per turn, you can place one Ryuji continuous spell on the bottom of the deck. Target one card of the field, return it. Oh, that's sick, and it's a quick effect. And it makes them who cease or... Oh, that's... And they can't be stripped at battle. Oh, that's sick. And then what's Winds do? Any monster sent from the field to the graveyard during opponent's turn is banished instead. Okay. Pendulum monsters level 10 or higher whose target is Worm gain this effect once per turn. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, place one continuous spell on the bottom of the deck, then target one face up monster, and the field attack becomes 0. That one's eh. I don't think anyone's going to run Fork with Mimigools. I just don't really think it's necessary with the other UR spell for this deck. Target a face down monster your opponent controls. Choose one of the following effects. Apply that effect. Change to face attack defense, or send it to the graveyard. Then its owner draws 2 cards. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Add 1 fork from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Mimical Fork once per turn. It just seems so mediocre. Burst Rebirth. Meh. 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 Oh, what's Flower Dino? Is this even important? Oh, if you activate a trap card, or if your opponent activates a spell card, you can special summon this card from your hand. If it's sent to the graveyard to 3 banish spell or trap. Bayrock Dino. Your opponent, monsters you control are in the hand to battle part effect. Not this isn't that good either. Zotomosaurus, what? Wow, you control another dinosaur monster. Your opponent's monsters can't target this for attacks. Great. You target one of the cards you control, destroy it. Mimical Armor is like a one of if you even run it. If it's the main phase, apply this effect in sequence. Mimical monsters can't be destroyed by battle. Give control of this card to your opponent. So during the main phase, special summon this card to your hand to your opponent's field face down. Or if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon it to your field. Exoraptor, another Materia Reactor. Reveal this card, discard one other card, add 1 level 3 normal monster from your deck to the graveyard to your hand, except the discarded card. Then you can special summon this card in defense. You can only use the effect Materia Reactor once per turn. Discard this card. Target 1 level 3 rank 1 rank 3 XYZ monster control gains 1500 until the end of the turn. So this is the vanilla Materia Reactor that's also a pendulum. XYZ monsters you control gain 100 attack for each XYZ material on the field. Neat. This is probably fun to play with Goblin Bikers. Target 1 Materia Reactor monster you control. Attach this card as material. Draw 1 card. That's neat, I guess. And then it just has flavor text for the normal text. Tayu, no. Nemesis, don't care. Charm, you don't run Charm. Charm is fun though, but you're not going to run it in Mimigools. It's once per chain during the main phase. If a Mimigool monster your opponent controls is flip face up, you can choose one face down card in your opponent's extra deck. If it's a monster, it can be special summoned. You can special summon it, but if it can't activate its effects this turn, or if it couldn't be special summoned, you banish the card. This is like another win more card, in my opinion. Air quotes. If you're already winning, it helps. Otherwise, it's not that great for consistency. Oh, Materia Actor Field Spell. Activate top 6, place them on top in any order. Pay 1500, special summon a Materia Actor XYZ monster from your extra deck by using one level 3 normal monster you control as material. Treat it as XYZ summon. You cannot special summon the extra deck for the rest of the turn except XYZ monsters. If an XYZ monster is XYZ summoned, attach the top card of your deck to a Materia Actor monster you control. That's okay. That's yeah, these are all just old stuff. Oh, Room. Room is definitely at least a one of. Some, if you're running the pure version, it's probably a two of, if not a three of. Special summon a Mimigool monster from your hand or deck to your field, or and face down defense to your opponent's field. Then you can change one face up monster on the field to face down defense, which also pretty sick. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target any number of Mimigool monsters you control, return them to the hand. You can only use one Mimigool Room effect per turn, only once that turn. So also pretty sick. Ryujin Rivalry, special summon a Ryuji monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard, return it to the hand during the end phase, banish the card from your graveyard, target one Ryuji continuous spell card in your banishment graveyard, place it on the bottom of your deck, draw one card, let you recur the continuous spells, and Crystalline Cluster, that's and Ryuji End. Your opponent cannot target Ryuji monster you control with card effects. Okay, I like that. You can only use following effects of Ryuji in once per turn. If you have a Ryuji Pendulum monster in your field or face up extra deck, shuffle two Ryuji monsters from your hand graveyard banishment into the main deck. Target one monster on the field, destroy it. That's also pretty sick. If this card is destroyed, set one non-continuous Ryuji spell trap from your deck, graveyard, or banishment. That's okay. But that's the overview of Perpetual Maze. Let's go ahead and get into some pack openings. If the video hasn't been posted on my channel, it'll probably come soon. But yeah, let's do some pack openings.